of Village 71, so we're going to see a family of 4 boats for the beach. It's SAP Luca, it's Lucas Moore, it's Village 71, and Jim Cars can sneak in. It's also attacking her boat. See, it's all the swords are, and they're penalizing each other.
Hello and welcome to our Esailing World Championship Final highlight show.
And Steve, I promised Steve Johnson in many ways. There you go. You lose, and you snooze. There, and he's taking the win because he's cheating. So starting in first, Esailing TV doing a great start this time. You guys let's go this way so the mic gets. No, don't do that with the mark again. Oh, Jesus Christ. Why doing a crazy format as we're doing today?
Well, I think
Have the left to the right hand side, see the green stars up there. Then 2 penalties, no, only 1 penalty. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, welcome to Esailing TV. My name is Thomas Lucci, and today we are welcome to the Wednesday show. It's always on Wednesdays, 11 a.m. European time, Paris time actually, GMT +2. So a lot of you guys that's with us now are from Australia, New Zealand, Japan, watching this show because this is the evening your time, and then I know a lot of European guys are listening to what we are doing today, almost like a podcast at the work. And then we're also going to the USA, where it's middle of the morning, it's early morning over there, but let's see who's online. Today's program is it's quite simple. It's just me today in studio. I don't have any special guests with me. I don't have Steve or Norman or Alec or whatever who I'm getting into the show, but later tonight we're going to do a midnight show also today. I'll have a special guest star that will be Empower from Colorado, United States. A funny story is also from New Zealand originally, so let's see how that will go. He will give us some tips and tricks about doing sailing tonight at midnight. But today's program is all about going in to see some random races in the J17. We can see it here. It's the J17. It's the dayboat racer. It's minimum 8 races you have to do a best series score. And when we're going into it, we can just see it here. Then we can see it's the classic race format. It's 2 laps where we're going up to the top marks. First top mark, second top mark, spinning her up, downwind to the gate mark, up to the top mark second time, and downwind for the finish line. We're going to Sydney, Australia, and when we're saying Sydney, Australia, then we're also saying SailGP and Esailing. Rumor says that in February we will see SailGP. It will come to Australia, Sydney in February, SailGP, but Esailing will also do a campaign there. So let's see what's going on and how it will go. We will re-see the EF50 as an event part where you can go in and play it in a challenge. But let's jump into the first server. For those of you viewing us today, we will take this 3 out of 9 server, and that will go on for a few sec. I can see that the chat program is making a little bit fun with us, so 2 sec, I'll just see if the chat can come up and run. We will take 5 out of 9, 7 out of 9. It will go in here, and we will do that. So if you want to see yourself in a race today in the J17, we're taking the next server starting. It's 7 out of 9. We're just waiting it to generate and start up. And while we're doing that, thank you for the Italian Sailing Club in Puglia last night, inviting us in to their final race. If you have a race also in your sailing club, something, please write Esailing TV, and then we might stream it if we have the time or it fits into our program. First race coming up, a lot of French guys in there, so let's see how everything will go. It's fun to see a lot of French guys in the first race. It's midday, so maybe they are having a lunch break in France. So we have Poupol, we have from France, we have France underscore 20. We have Folk. Oh, where's Folk going? Oh, he's there. We've seen him before. Then we have Noah99 from Great Britain. Arsik, he's from France. Orca, is that South Africa flag? I think. And then we have Pornik, he is from France. 20 seconds to start is the J17. And today we will focus on the wind intelligence. We focus on the radar. We just got a new show for all of you where you can go in and see how that works. We'll show it later in this show. 5 seconds to start. It looks like the wind coming from right towards left, so they will go to the left hand side. We have Orca with a very slow start, so the South African is not going over the starting line. A penalty to Poupol in the start, so we don't call him Poupol. That's that will be a shame for him with that name. So RC going to the left, they're going towards the middle, and look at the windsocks up there. The wind is shifting, and now we are zooming down in Folk in 2D mode. So the actual wind is coming straight at him here. That's the windsock we see there. It's going over the side. So it's actually another wind angle than what you see in the radar. The radar is an estimate what will happen within the next 10 seconds. And we can see the wind shift will go from right towards left. That's why it's a good thing like Pornik is doing here, to cross your boat now, and there's a cross to catch wind more over the side. And when we're saying catch the wind over the sides, it means that then you're sailing the shortest distance you can. If you're getting the wind more over the nose, then you're sailing a longer distance, but you still have the same speed, but it's a longer distance towards the top mark. All the players are using the best VMG or velocity made good, and that means the angle of the boat in the queuing position toward the most optical angle towards the top mark in a queuing position to get up there. But it doesn't mean you will get the fastest and the shortest distance. It's all about where your boat are and which tack you are in your starboard tack or port side tack. And here we have Orca, he's starboard tack. He's actually having the wind into it, but see there's a wind shift again, so the battle here in the left hand side with the penalty for RC. They are having the best wind into their sails at the moment, but the wind is a little bit mixed up at the moment. So France 2-0 coming first. Pornik, oh, hitting the mark. There you go. If he's unlucky, didn't come around the mark. So let's see what happens. Nora 9-9, another penalty to Folk, a penalty to Archie. So 3 penalties there. That's good news for the leading boat. So you only have 1 boat to worry about. That's Nora from Great Britain. So what will happen when they're going downwind? Penalties again handled out here in that cluster. One guy disconnected. He didn't want to see that anymore. So the 2 leading boats, it's France underscore 20, it's Nora 99, and they will come around the mark. And which side to choose? They're choosing the left hand side. Let's go up and read the windsocks. Right now the wind is going from right towards left, so maybe it's a better decision to go to the opposite side, because it looks like there will be a wind shift from left towards right, and that will come. So that's my prediction. But see, they're straight away they're going towards the middle. Because they also saw that wind shift and doing a calculation for that 6.0, 6.2. So it's a good decision that they went up towards the middle instead of going all the way to the left hand side, because then they will not be able to catch the best favorable wind going up towards the top mark. But it's Noah 99, he's now in second still, France 2-0 in the lead. They're following each other. Noah will be caught in wind shadow, and it is the J17, so the wind shadow of this boat is quite huge. It's the second largest of the game. It's 30 meters big. 30 meters, and this means when you're going to race downwind, oh no, that's not the best decision to do there. Then you can throw a lot of dirty air on your opponent if you know how to attack. Pornik, he's in third, so that's good news for France. _20, he will take a win there. But Pornik and Nora, they will fight for second and third, and maybe Folk can sneak in. But again, let's see, they're splitting up. Nora in the middle, Pornik, he is going to the right-hand side. The windsocks are coming from right towards left. And it looks like we're going to have a wind shift, so it's a good idea to stay in middle. But right now, Pornik, he's not able to attack Nora 9-9, but he's getting dirty air. See, he's getting dirty air from behind Nora. He's 12.6. Pornik is only 11.4. So that's good news for Nora, because Folk is throwing dirty air on Pornik. And that might pay off. See how fast he is. 9.9, 12.1. So Folk, he can actually, if he continues doing that and have an opportunity to attack now, attack now, attack. Then he has an opportunity to go into third. Let's see that difference. 2 knots speed difference. He's caught in wind shadow. He has to go a little bit closer to win this one. That might be a close fight. See Folk coming in, nice job. He's getting a penalty, but doesn't matter. Folk taking third. What a go downwind. And Pornik, he's getting fourth. That might be a good race for Battle of the Week. It's amazing to see these battles. It's a way to go by Folk. Fantastic job by him. So Pupol, he's coming in fifth. Oh, we are not going to disconnect that one. We're going to see the result here. So France _20 with a win. Nora 9-9 from Great Britain second. Folk, fantastic fight for third. And Pornik in fourth. And Pornik, he had the maximum speed. He sailed the shortest distance. But in this case, he was not good enough to defend himself downwind. That's why he lost his position. So let's get into the next race. We're going to take one more. So if you're watching us on Facebook, you need to know there's an 8 seconds delay. So if I'm saying join now, then in 8 seconds you will get that message for what we're doing. That's why we will not take this 7 out of 9. We'll take the next server that's going to be generated. So are you watching on Twitch? There's 2 seconds delay. On YouTube, there's a 6 to 8 seconds delay too. So we will join the 3 out of 9 server. So all of you that want to join in, join now, and we'll go to the 3 out of 9 server. We can see 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 servers online at the moment. That's around 140 players that's playing the game at the moment. So 9-9 server is coming up. That's the server we're going to join. So let's see who will be within us in the game. I can see that Lucas Moore is online today, but wow, this is good. Some of our Turkish viewers is there. Some of one of our favorite Japanese sailors is there. So let's go and watch this race. So welcome in the race, Sean Bourne. Welcome in the race to Ergul and Turk 9-2, but also welcome to the other players. Let's have a small presentation from France. It's Lumin 788. We have R&D, so developing from France. We have Brex from France. We have a boat, and I can't remember where that flag is from. Then we have Chambon. Where is he hiding now? Chambon, he's from Japan. So Chambon, he's from Japan. Then we have a boat from Italy. We have Turk 9-2. Ergul, he's from Turkey. And Arthur White from Great Britain. The windsocks are going left towards right. So going to the left-hand side might not be a good decision in the start. But let's see how it goes. We have some penalties. The boat from Italy with a penalty. And see straight away there Chambon tagging to the right-hand side. R&D following him. Lumini is also Turk 9-2. Ergul and Brex. Ergul is pressing Turk 9-2 a little bit. But it's a good start for all of them. Except Arthur White getting a penalty also. But let's go up and watch research and development here coming in. Then we have Sean Bourne. He is at the moment the leader of the Pacific Rim events that has been held. He's been winning 4 out of 5. So let's see what he can do today. Then we have the French skipper Lumi for 7-8 in the lead at the moment. But see Chambon going to the left-hand side because there has been a huge wind shift. Now the wind is going left towards right. So he knows it's all about being in that side. That's very favorable. And let's try to watch in 2D what the wind is doing. See, the wind is going over the side, where if we are going example to Lumi, it's going a little bit more over the nose when he's crossing in, but he's crossing in front of Chambon. So that's how it is. It's going to be a close one. We have Lumi in the lead, Chambon in second, attacking Turk. 9-2, they are going to fight. RD is also there. So 4 boats fighting for the lead. R&D going away from that. Brex is coming in. So Turk, 9-2, and Chambon, they will fight for it. See Lumi going in front of them, throwing dirty air. That made Chambon to react quite fast. But I'm just saying to Lumi, he has to be really good at defending his downwind race, because downwind, this boat, the J17, speeds up quite fast. It has a wind shadow of 30 meters big. So when you have a guy like Chambon and Turk 9-2 behind you, you will be under attack with dirty air. Ergul dropping to 7. We have Brex in 4th. We have some penalties. RD getting a penalty for hitting the mark. Ergul got a penalty for hitting one of the boats. Boat 3-4 is doing an Esailing thing, going upwind. But let's see the fight in the lead. There's 23 meters up to Lumi, and now Chambon will taxi. Is capturing him in wind shadow. See the speed difference. 11.1, 12.8. 8, 13, 11, so 2.3 knots faster speed to Chambon. See how he's eating up that lead. It's so good racing. Turk 9-2 is keeping a little bit away from the fight and just following the 2 boats. But it's Chambon, it's Lumi going to fight. There's only 7 meters in between them. See Turk 9-2. He lost a lot of meters. He's 20 meters behind now from Chambon. And now the rest of the fleet's coming in. A penalty to boat 3 for sailing into the bark, but also a penalty to the other boat for sailing into another boat. There we go. Chambon crossing. See, he's pressuring Lumi to do some tacks and some tacks here. And right now they are in port side tack, going starboard tack, and they are pressuring each other just to slow down, but also to win some meters. See Chambon won 2 meters, 3 meters in this one, because every time they tack, they are actually losing momentum. And now Chambon will try to go on the inside, and he needs to minimize the lead for the French skipper, because then he can do the attack again downwind. And he also needs to keep an eye on Turk 9-2 that is coming closer and closer to them, because the wind shadow is only 30 meters big. Let's see what's going around. Lumi, he's in the lead. Chambon will follow him. Turk 9-2, will he follow them or will he split up? He also follows them. Then Ergul's coming in. We have RD are going to fight. But let's watch the fight in the top. Chambon, top of his class of doing attacks downwind. Will he have a good opportunity to take a win in this race? He is known for being a good attacker, and Lumi, we don't know anything about him. Will he be able of defending himself? He's going to the opposite side. And now Chambon got caught by Turk 9-2. That's good news for the French skipper up there, because now he can be in the lead and actually see Chambon losing momentum. That's so unfair for Chambon. So the French skipper defends his position, Chambon losing it because Turk 9-8, 9-2, that didn't have a chance to win it, came in and went into the fight, so Lumi was getting the win. Second place to Chambon, third place to Turk 9-2. RD coming here, giving a penalty to Ergul. That's good decision there. So he will take 4th, Ergul will take 5th, Brex will come 6th, and do we have any skippers still racing? No, rest of them was disconnecting. So Lumi with a win, Sean Bourne in second, Turk 9-2 in a third, RD in fourth, Ergul in fifth, Brex in sixth. And let's see here. Yeah, we can see how they were fighting each other a little bit, but there's nothing to decide when they were going upwind. So let's get ready for the next race. If you want to join in and watch yourself, then with your Facebook, join now. And then we're just counting. If you're on YouTube, join the server now. And this is this 4 out of 9 we're going into. And if you're on Twitch, join now. So 8 out of 9, we can see a lot of you are viewing it. So the server is generated quite fast. We love that. So welcome in Esailing TV. And let's see who will be in the race number 3 for today. If you have any questions or anything, just please write us in the chat. The chat is up and running again. So just go in and join us. We can see this 8 out of 9 has black sails, Turkey 9-2, but we're going into this 9 and 9 server and we're going to see who that will be with. There's a huge opportunity that we will see Sean Bourne again because we know he is following what we're doing on Esailing TV. So he will come in and do what he's best of doing. No. We are going to have Limanja, we're going to have Phoenix 2, Frankie Palace is there again today, Imol 4, so a lot of new boats coming in the next race. That's interesting. We love to see new skippers, we love to learn a little bit more about them. From Portugal we have Limanja, we have Phoenix, he's from 2, he's from Australia, Frankie Palace, he's from Italy, I think actually we saw him yesterday. Then we have Imol 4. We have Maury, he's from France. We have Nodai, he's 6'6", he's from Great Britain. We have Maurice, 5'8", from Great Britain. And Joran, he's from France. 9 seconds to start. It looks like the wind is going from left towards right, but there might be a wind shift. So let's see what the skippers are thinking. Right now, it's Imol with a start. I don't know what this Mallory is doing. He's coming over the starting line there, 13 meters behind. We had a penalty to Mallory from France also, and we have a slow start from Notjay. But it's Imol, he's in second, Maurice is in the lead, he's there. And Frankie, he is in first. And see the wind socks. It's a little bit mixed now, so actually going from the wind is going right towards left, so Frankie Palace he is he actually in a good position when he's tacking in there because he will win over the side. We have a small fight here, but again the wind is coming more straight at them in this side. 6.1. Let's see Frankie. He's tacking now, so we can't see the speed difference. 6.0, 6.0, 6.6. But Nordian, he's going away from the mark, so he's sailing without helps, but he's getting a lot of speed, but also getting longer away from the top mark. Phoenix followed by Durand in the middle. They're crossing, so Maoi, he is under pressure. He will get the penalty there. No, now it's Phoenix turn to get the penalty. So way to go. Good defending there. Then we have Imol. See that fight there. See how close they are to each other. They're just outside of the wind shadow of each other, but who will get the penalty? They're just waiting to penalize each other. Right now, Maurice, he is in a trouble. He's slowing down now. He's got caught in the wind shadow. So, and not getting the best angle. So, Imol is also in trouble when he's going to tack. But if Imol is getting a little bit closer to Maurice, then he might penalize him. But let's see how they will do. Yes, welcome Adrian Gordon, welcome online. You can join in the next race if you want to play and see yourself. I will say to you when going to join, because you are on YouTube, there's 6 seconds delay. So Murray, he's coming in there, Frankie plays coming there. Imol 4 and Maurice, they are going to fight downwind. It's 30 meters of wind shadow. The Portuguese boat are going to follow. No, not the best turn by the Portuguese boat. This means the two leading boats are all by themselves in that fight. But Lemanje from Portugal can still capture Imol in a wind shadow, but he's under pressure by himself from Italy, by Frankie Pallas. But let's see the fight up here. Let's see from Frankie Pallas's view. See the speed difference of 2 knots there in the attack. And now they are in the same level. It's amazing to see what they're doing. Let's see how they will do this when they come around the mark. There we have a turn around the mark. It's Frankie Pallas, it's Le Mans, it's Imol, it's Maurice, and Joran. He is getting a little bit behind. So you're the mark. So the mark, you can just join in when you're ready in the next race. That's cool, Adrian. Aidan. So Maurice in the lead, Imol second, Frankie plays in third, Joran, and then we have Lemanje. It's going to be interesting to see because the two leading boats are away from the boats behind them, so nobody will be able to attack them. So there will be a fight for position, and if I was Imol 4, I will keep myself behind Maurice when they're going downwind, and this means also he can be in the attack position. But let's see if the French skipper is good of defending himself. Duran just coming around Frankie Pallas, but let's see Frankie Pallas. Imol with an unforced penalty. That's stupid for hitting the mark. So this means the Maurice, he can race for it, and Imol will be under pressure now by Frankie Pallas. He will come in and throw dirty air, because I don't think Duran, he is capable of doing attack on Frankie Pallas. Let's see, yeah, that means 40 meters. So Imol, because of an unforced penalty at the top mark, lost 32 meters. 32 meters for a penalty downwind in the J17. So don't get that penalty. And see now, Imol under attack. Straight away, he's losing 3 knots, 2.5 knots to Frankie Pallas, but it's too late from Frankie to actually do something, and now Frankie is under attack, but Duran, no, he's just outside of the wind shadow. Let's see, no, there's 18 meters in between them, but the top wind shadow is 30, and he's not in the top, he's the side of it. So second for Imol, Frankie Pallas in third, Duran in fourth, Lemanje from Portugal in fifth, and then we have Marori, he is in sixth. And we had some disconnections in that race. So Facebook, it's now, if you're going to join the race. YouTube, you need to join the server now, and Twitch, you have to count to 4, and then you can join in. So join in the next server now. So let's just see. It's this 1 out of 9 server we are going after. Then everybody have a chance to go in. But let's see if the Mark that's writing us in the chat is in the 9.9 server or he is in the 1.9 server. We just see he's not there. But we have a Saxo Bank. Wow, do we have a sponsor with us there? Maybe one of the CEOs. That could be cool. So he can throw some money after us. I'm all going into this one with Duran, but we'll not follow that one. We'll follow these two, either the 9.9 or 7.9. We will watch for the Mark, who's writing us in the chat that he wants to race with us. So let's watch how he is doing in this race. The 9.9 server coming up, a 6.9 server coming up, and we're just waiting for it to go in. If you have any questions or need to learn something about e-sailing or want to see yourself, then please write us in the chat. Join us on YouTube, Facebook or Twitch and see the races. Let's see here. The Mark is, there is the Mark, and Jose. So let's hop in to this. We will jump into this server and watch how they are doing. Small presentation. We have a boat from France, 507. Then we have Jose from Spain. We have Tully, he's from Russia. We have the Mark, he's from New Zealand. Then we have Paul Petto, he's from Italy. We have Polen, he's from Holland or the Netherlands. We have Matt, Wesley and Seth from New Zealand, and Pesotto, he's from Spain. And let's see the windsocks up there. How will they go? how will it go? It's going from left towards right, they estimate the next 10 seconds. So it looks like it will be good to go to the right hand side in the start, or go to left hand side and then tack towards the middle. There's the start. Who's doing a trick over there? No, there's a penalty to Matt Westy from New Zealand. The mark are in the middle. We have a boat 5-7 here, but see here Jose, Tully and the mark going to the right hand side. But see, there's a wind shift now. The wind will go from right towards left. So it's all about when these boats are going to tack in towards the middle. They will cross in a few sec if they want to have the best current wind position into their sails. But let's see. Matt Wesley is in 6. Polpetto, the mark, Tutli and Jose. According to server, the leading boats are on the opposite side, but I'm not sure of that when the wind is going to shift. They're coming to the right hand side, and we can see the wind is coming still left towards right into the sails if we really watch this 3D view. But the wind is going to shift, so when they are going to a starboard tack in a few sec, when they're coming to the ley line here, they will maybe have the wind much better into their sails. But right now it looks like the wind is breaking up. It's going more straight into them, so there will be no favorite side at the moment. The mark coming in front of Jose, and it looks like these two boats, the New Zealander boat, the Spanish boat, will be in a much better position than the other boats coming in there. And Matt doing a great job there, tacking in, but he had to slow down his boat a little bit. And there's the wind shift, but it's shifting the opposite way. This means that boat 5-7 and Pesotto, they are getting more wind into their sails. And see, they just managed to go in front. There's a penalty there to Poland from Holland. And will the boat survive? He just managed to come in the lead, but the other boat's coming with speed. He's going upwind, losing everything. That's how it is to be a newbie. I've been there, I'm still there, and I'm doing the same mistakes. A penalty to Jose. That was not the best tack of him to go in front of the others. So the mark in second, Pessetto in the lead. This means those two are going to fight downwind. A penalty to Polpetto made by Tutli from Russia. And boat 5-7 are current in third position. Let's watch this fight. See the mark. He's going into attack position. He's trying to get Pessetto in the wind shadow. There's not much wind here. They only have 9.6 knots downwind speed. But see, in defending position by the Spanish boat. The mark still attacks. When he's going on the inside, it's actually an okay decision because it's the next downwind they need to fight. And now it's a read of the radar. Which side will they choose? Will they go left towards right or right towards left? They're splitting up. The mark going to right hand side, Pessetto going to left hand side. And right now it's more exciting which way the windsocks will go. Right now it looks like they're going right towards left. So the mark chose to go to the right, to the best position, the right hand side, because he is getting the wind over the side, where if you're going to the left hand side you will get it over the nose. So he's sailing the shortest distance at the moment. And you can also see he's now 8 meters in the lead of Pessetto. Where's Jose? Jose, he's dropping to 5th. 3rd is still the boat from France. And see what it means to read the radar. That's a good example here from the mark. He went to the right hand side. He estimated where the wind will go. It will go from right towards left. That means that when he was here in, right now he's in starboard tack. When he was in port side tack, upwind and coming to starboard tack here, he will catch the wind much better. And he won in that upwind race 12 meters, 13 meters, 14 meters, 15 meters. So 20 meters. This means that upwind race put him in such a good position that he can now race for the victory, because Pessetto, he will be more than 30 meters behind him downwind. Let's see. No, 25 meters downwind. So he can still be caught, but it's almost unlikely that he will do it. So let's see the fight here. We'll have a fight for 5th and 4th. A penalty given to the Russian boat. No, 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 no. Jose didn't come around the mark, sailed into the mark, got a penalty. So a double bomber. So a win to the mark. Second place will go to, that's exciting, Posetto. He's there. We can't see him. He's all the way there. He's the black boat. The French boat, oh, we won't go up there. The French boat 5-7 are in a good position for third. And it looks like the Dutch boat, the Netherlandish boat, will get fourth. Chutli from Russia fifth. And Jose lost that battle for sailing into the mark and not coming around it. I think he pressed the best wind speed button, the best VMG too early. And that means his boat turned straight away towards the mark and went downwind there. So a win for the mark. Congratulations. A good upwind race there. And then we have boat 5-7 and Pullen coming in and Tule coming in and Jose. Jose, is he under pressure? Is he under attack? No, 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 no. He's not under attack by the boat from New Zealand. And it looks like Paul Petto is currently in position 8 and still racing. It looks like he missed the mark the way he's still racing. So a win for the mark, a second place to Posetto. From Spain, a boat 5-7 in third, Pullen in fourth, Tule in fifth, Jose in sixth. So good races by the mark. And we can see here he sailed the shortest distance. And this is why he won the race. Jose, he's dropping down with 2 penalties. And not giving the best start, but the race upwind was such a fantastic view for C from the mark. So good races by him. We'll go into the next server and watch that. So if you're on Facebook, join now. If you're on YouTube, join now. And if you are on Twitch, you're just going to wait and then you're going to join now. It's this 1 out of 9 server we're going into. So let's watch how that will go. 5 out of 9 we can see which channels you are on. We can see most of you are on Facebook and YouTube at the moment because suddenly the server got full. So the 9-9 server, there's time class at the moment. We will join in and do some commentary on. You're watching the Wednesday show. It's only me in studio today. No guest at all. We're doing some random races and maybe I will go in and play the game myself. We only do 1 hour stream because today at midnight we will also do a show. I will have a special guest star from Colorado, United States. It's going to be Empower. So let's go in and watch this one. We have Nodé 6-6 from Great Britain. Jose from Spain is with us again. Castro from France. The Mark, the winner of the last race from New Zealand. Skip 512 from Italy. SMZ from Japan. Frankie Pallas is there again. He's also doing a great job today. Also with a win. A boat 1-7 from France. And Vigise from Germany. 15 seconds to start. It's a little bit which side to go to. The wind sucks up there and the radar is a little bit weak. So going to left or right, it doesn't matter. Maybe put yourself in the middle position will be much better in this race. So there's a start, not the best start for the German boat. So, but in the lead, it's Castro, followed by Skip, Mark in the middle, Jose in the middle. So Mark and Jose, if they're tacking up towards the middle, they are in a good position. And the wind, it's not changing that much. It looks like there's a little bit more wind power in the radar. It's a dark area there in the left-hand side, but see the Mark going up towards the middle. That's a good position to be in when there's coming a wind shift. Jose is a little bit more cool. Skip also a little bit cool, but see now there's coming a wind shadow. It will be a wind shift. It will be there the next 10 seconds. There will be much more wind on the left hand side, so maybe Skip is the winner. He's a little bit doing a little bit more cool, but let's go down and watch it from the Mark's view here. The Mark, he's coming in here. Jose Castro, not that, he's the Great Britain boat. Frankie Pallas and Skip. And still the radar is not moving that much, so the Mark is in a good position. And if there's going to be a wind shift from right towards left, he will be in a perfect position when he's coming to the right-hand mark. But let's see, 6 knots upwind, 6 knot upwind. All of them are having the same speed. But as we talked about a little bit earlier today, doing the wind intelligence is very important. And when you're in 2D mode, this is advanced, then you can see the windsock. If it's going more over the side into the sail, you're actually getting a good wind position to sail the shorter distance. And right now he's tacking, it's going more over the nose, so he's getting a little bit longer distance towards the top mark here in his starboard tack. And see there, Castro just coming in front of him, but the mark is a little bit faster, but it's going to be close. If the mark pushes Castro a little bit, takes a chance. No, Castro had the priority, so the mark getting a penalty. No, he just managed to be out of it. Skip coming in there. We have Jose, we have the German boat coming back after a really bad start, coming in 4th, so good race by him. It's going to be clustering up in the lead 5 good boats up there. It's Castro, it's the mark, they're fighting each other, see the mark going behind, but we also have a fight with the German boat and Skip from Italy, and then Jose, he can actually race for free, go outside of the fights, don't do anything, and maybe sneak in and take a better position when they're going upwind. And now it's all about reading the radar. It's time to choose right-hand side or left-hand side. I will choose, in this case, the left-hand side, but let's see. Castro going to the right, the German boat going to the left, right, but tacking left straight away. Skip towards the middle, the mark and Jose going left-hand side. And see, that means the mark and Jose suddenly are in the lead. But see, they're going up towards the middle because they are afraid there will come a wind shift more. And they also want to have some favorable wind when they are going back to starboard tack. They're coming a little bit up. See the mark under pressure. They're so close. This is good news for Jose because now he can race all by himself up there and get the starboard tack when he's going towards the mark. And that is a fantastic position to be in because then he can throw out some penalties to the others if they are hitting him. Let's go to Jose's view. There we are. We have Castro in the lead. Good race by him, defending his position. The mark coming on the inside. It's going to be close. The mark coming in. See there, he's just managed to go in front. It's Castro in second. Jose winning that upwind race. See, Skip got that penalty. The German boat losing momentum. So Jose coming from 5th to 3rd. So 3 skippers are going to fight each other downwind. Will it be New Zealand? Will it be France? Will it be Spain? Who will win this race? We don't know. Let's see, it looks like Castro is going to fight the mark. This means Jose can go all by himself. If he keeps out of the battle and finds some win, he can go for it. 14.0, 13.2, 30.2, 30.9. Jose, if you keep out of wind shadow, you have a chance to win it. Jose coming closer and closer. The 2 other boats fighting each other. They still need to look out of Jose. Let's see if the mark, he's defending his position. He's in a good inside position now. Castro needs to defend his 2nd position. That's why he's going after Jose. So he knows the battle for the victory is lost, but he wants to get 2nd. And there we go. He defends his 2nd position. As the mark is winning. No. Oh, it's going to be a close one. Castro 2nd, Jose 3rd. Then the rest of the fleet coming in. Skip 4th. The German boat 5th, boat 6th, and Frankie Palace getting 2nd this time. Or will he just sneak up in 6th? Let's see. No, he will get 7, and then SMZ from Japan coming in 8. What a battle. Again, a fantastic win to the mark, good fighting, and Castro wins with 0.2 seconds over Jose from Spain. Skip in 4th, the German boat in 5th, and French boat in 6th, Frankie Palace in 7th, SMZ in 8th, and then we have the British boat disconnecting. And see how they fight for the positions all the way, switching positions. It's a good race they did here, a very good race. So we'll go into the next race. We have around 2 races left today in today's stream. So if you want to join and you're sitting on Facebook, join now. If you're sitting on YouTube, you're going into join the server now. And if you're sitting on Twitch, join now. It's this 4 out of 9 server we're going into. So let's see how it's going. See, bam, bam, bam. There, you all got the message. So suddenly we are full up with 9 out of 9. And 4 skippers were a little bit slow. So we're going to take the 9 out of 9 server. See here, iMole still in there. Pepperpot joining in Volker. So we're getting more and more skippers we're knowing. And in this race, while we're waiting, new players we haven't seen before. And this race, yeah. Alex DH, a long time since we've seen him. And Greek Sailor also. But here we have a 7 out of 9. But this is the server we might go into. And then we have the 9 out of 9 server we're waiting for. It's coming in here. So this one is interesting to see a Danish boat there. Two Turksmen from the Turkish Sailing Club. Let's go in and take that one. I would love to see how the Turks are doing, how they're performing at the moment. Let's see how they're going up. 23 seconds to start. Skip from Italy. We have Mega Strike from France. Turk 92 is there. Lara from Portugal. Turkmen from he's from Turkey. And then we have TMO from Denmark and the German Vigis is coming in there. So 4 seconds to start. I don't know who's that. That's the Portuguese boat. So here's the start. A penalty handle out in the start to Mega Strike. So we have Skip in the lead, Turk 92 in the right hand side, Turkmen in the middle. The wind is coming from right towards left. So what Turk 92 is doing now, he's taking a chance. He's going actually with the wind over the nose instead of over the side because of the windsocks. So he's going away from the fleet where Turkmen, he's in a good position. If he goes up towards the middle, he might be in a very good position. It's interesting to see the fleet splitting up. Skip continued to left with the German boat, but Turkmen and TMO in the middle, and we have Turkey 92 in the right hand side. And currently he is in a third position, Turkmen in second, Skip in first, but we will see what's happening when they're crossing over. There has been a huge wind shift, so a good decision by 292, because now when he's going to tack, he will have the wind in the favorable side. He will have it going over the side. He might also catch a little bit more wind. Let's see, 6.1, no, but he's sailing the shorter distance than the other boats. This means he will go up in the lead, second, and now he's taking the lead in front of Skip. Skip doesn't have a chance. So a good decision by him for going to the right hand side straight after the start. So fantastic job by him. But it was also a chance to take to do it. So let's see, Turkmen, he's going behind him. Skip, he will get a penalty. He's not tagging now. It's too late. Nope. He just managed to do it, and Turk 292 took a chance and sailed into him and lost momentum, losing his best position. So now the whole fleet is together again. 5 boats, all of them can take the lead when they're going downwind. And sometimes when you need to be aggressive, you also need to be in a better position than we saw 292. We saw him, he's getting his second penalty. That's double shame for him. So Turkmen and Skip are in the lead. They're going to fight for it. And then we have a German fight with the Dane fighting downwind for third at the moment. The Dane splitting away from the German. Let's see, 14.6, 14.0, Skip, Turkmen, Vigise here, TMO, and Turk is going to follow the Dane. Which side will they choose? It's going from right towards left, so going to the right hand side. I might have chosen to go to the left hand side, but there will be a wind shift. But well, let's see. Turkmen, he's straight away, he's tagging to the left hand side, losing a little bit of momentum. Tour 92 going to the right hand side, the Dane going to the left hand side, Vitgise going up towards the middle, Mega Strike back in the race, and Skip are in the lead, having the win right now over the side, but there's a wind shift. This means that Turkmen, he's getting the wind into his boat now. but it might be a little bit too late. So he's only winning 1-2 meters, but everything counts when they're going upwind. Skip tries to control him, going in front of him. See that Turkmen, he just tacked a little bit away, getting a little bit more speed. So now he's outside of the wind shadow and he can tack, do the starboard tack without getting a penalty. And then they're going to fight downwind. The German boat got a penalty fighting 2-9-2 behind us. Dane getting in third, but he's going to fight the Turkish boat, Turk 9-2 downwind. Let's, following the leading boats, let's see what will happen. Let's see who of them will win this fight downwind. The Turks are not known for being good in doing downwind attacks. We have been watching their online sailing club made by Havuk from Turkey, and you can actually go on esailing.club, and if you're Turk you can join in the club by registering there. So Skip 5-2 in the lead. He's keeping away from Turkmen, but when they are going to tack downwind here, if Turkmen doing it right, he's going to tack now. There, he's capturing him in wind shadow. There's a wind speed difference, 2 knots, 1.6 knots. So right now Turkmen can take the wind, but he needs to get closer to Skip. He needs to get closer to win this. He cannot just continue doing this. No, he's getting closer there. Oh, getting a penalty. A little bit too close. A little bit too close. Let's go behind. We can see the Dane boat. He getting third. The Turkish boat under attack by the German boat. And then we have 2-9-2 coming in fourth. The German boat coming in fifth. And Mega Strike will come in last position, number 6. So good races, good races. And here we saw the Turk boat trying to do his attack downwind. But as I'm saying, it's pretty hard if you're new in the game to do a downwind attack, because it can be a little bit shaky. It can be a little bit harsh to do. But here we saw he's trying to go on the inside. We saw he's doing, this is a Turk boat, and we have to do the opposite when it's you. This is the Turk boat. This is the Italian boat, and what we saw was the Turk boat throwing a lot of dirty air on the Italian boat, coming up beside him, but then they went sidewards, following each other, and the Turk boat, he wants to get on the inside or a little bit closer to him to throw dirty air and just taking on the finish line, and then he just hit the back end of the other boat, got a penalty and lost everything. So good race by the Dane, very clean race by him. Skip sailing the shortest distance, 2-9-2 with his 2 penalties. That means he lost his fantastic lead he had in the start of the race. If you're sitting on Facebook, join now. If you're sitting on YouTube, join now. If you're sitting on Twitch, you're just joining when you see I'm getting ready for server. We're taking the 1 out of 9 server that's coming up. That's going to be today's last race in this stream. I hope you all have been enjoying it, and thank you for the comments in the chat. Let's see what's going on. It's a 9-9 race, so we're going to have a full server again to see who will be racing with us. And remember, it's not over with today's show. Tonight, midnight in the next race, we can see everybody got the communication. So it's this server they're getting into. So we are getting on midnight European time, actually Paris time, together with the Empower. He's sitting in Colorado, United States. We're going to have an interview with him and doing a 1-hour stream together with him, just to see how it will go, and also maybe learn some new tips and tricks about e-sailing. 9-9 server coming up. We're just waiting for it to start, so let's have some fun with it. It's the last one, so let's go in there. It's generated. There we go. 2-9-2, the mark is there, so it's going to be a good race between 2 club races from 2 different clubs. We have from Hungary, we have boat 8-7, we have Sensail from Spain, we have the Mark from New Zealand, Italian boat, we have Shaksuka, he's from Turkey, We have Jarby from Spain, 292 from Turkey, and Matt Bode, he is from France. See the estimate of the radar, what's going to happen on, where will they go, when will they go, and how will they race it. 18 seconds, 17 seconds. Right now, the Hungarian boat going all the way to the starting line, waiting to do a slow start. Most of the boats clustering up at the committee boat. There's a penalty to the Hungarian boat made by the Spanish boat, and there will be a false start and a penalty to the Italian boat. He has to go behind the starting line there, and we also have a false start for Matt Bird. So both of them coming in, a Turk with a penalty. So right now it's 2-9-2 again in the lead. Having a good start. So this time don't get penalties when you're coming up towards the mark. We have the mark going to the right hand side with Sailing. But right now the wind is coming from right towards left. So 2-9-2 is doing it quite well. But if this prediction is continued doing like this with the wind, he might, instead of going all the way to the left hand side, tack up towards the middle, because the wind is very powerful coming from right towards left. So when he's going upwind, he will have the longest distance. So all the boats right now on the right hand side have the shortest distance. This means the mark might come with speed, Sailing, tacking away there to starboard tack, or else you will get a penalty by the mark. See that 2-9-2. He is the left hand side. He has the best speed in the start, but was it the best decision to do to go to the left hand side? Because right now he has the wind over the nose and sailing the longest distance towards that top mark. The mark and Sail, they went to the right hand side, and because of that they have the wind over the side and the shortest distance towards the mark. But they have to keep an eye on this boat out here. He's having a little bit more speed. He went a little bit outside to get a better angle and get the wind more into the sail and going downwind. So he's not using best VMG at the moment. The mark coming in, crossing in, Sail following him just on the wrong side of the ley line. There's a wind shift now. And see what I said, 2-9-2. He will not be able to come in front of the two other boats. He has to go behind, dropping to third, maybe dropping to fourth. See, there he's going. And then Jarby coming in. So good reading by the mark and Sail, and a boat. Looks like drinking and sailing is not the opportunity today. So a penalty to the Spanish boat and losing momentum. 2-9-2 needs to do an attack on boat 8-7 to go downwind. Sail trying to defend his position. We can see 2-9-2 going away from that battle. So that's good news for the mark. He can sail all by himself at the moment. Sail and boat 9-7 also splitting up. So we have a battle on the other side. It's the two Turks fighting each other. And see 2-9-2 is caught in wind by Shakshuka. And actually I have to say, when you're going all the way to the ley line and placing yourself in between the two ley lines, you actually don't have an opportunity to defend yourself downwind. And there 2-9-2 getting a penalty by the other Turkish boat. So it's not his day to defend himself. The mark is going to the right hand side. Most of the fleet going to the right hand side. And again, it's because the wind is, there's a lot of dark area over there, and there's still a favorable wind when they're going to starboard tack there. So it was not the shortest distance in the start, but it's the shortest distance when you're on the right hand side. So the mark coming up there, Sail, he is in second, but it's going to be a victory for the mark. 2-9-2 dropping to 6. Exciting to see if he can get back in the race. Let's see, he's coming in now. It looks like Matt Bird, he will go in front of him. Saksuka, he will also go in and throw dirty air. And then boat 8-7. Nice race by the Hungarian boat with a penalty in the start of race. He's now in third. It's a good race by the Hungarian. So the mark is in the lead. We have Sail, he is in second. Then we have Saksuka, he's in fourth. We have boat 8-7 in third. Those two are going to fight, but they have to take a view on Matt Boat coming from behind, but Matt Boat, he's under attack by 292. So, who will take third? The victory boat will be the mark. The second boat will be Esailing. Third and fourth will be either both 87 or Saxuga, but Saxuga, he's under attack by Matt Boat. That's good news for Tour and 92 and boat 883, because now they can sneak in and take position. A win for the mark, congratulations. It's Esailing in second, it's boat 87 in third. Tour 92 coming in front of Matt Boat now and doing a counter attack. It looks like he's doing a counter attack on the other Turk, and there he's doing it. I might have kept my distance there and trying to do a penalty on him, because then it was game over. This means that Matt Boat, he's going in instead of taking fourth, and now you need to tack down 2-8. It's 9-2. It's too late. So Matt Boat winning that fight, getting in third, fourth. Maybe he will lose it a little bit to Saxuga. No, Matt Boat. Oh, Tour just taking it because the two other boats were so focused on each other. So good race, good race. The mark with a win. Esailing second. The Hungarian boat third. Tour 92 fourth. And Matt Boat fifth. Saxuga sixth. And the boat from Italy is still racing. All of you, thank you for watching this Wednesday show doing random races in Esailing TV. What we're going to do now is I will follow a small video, find a small video to all of you, where we are going to see how you can use the wind shadow, you can use the wind intelligence to actually race your boat and do anything. So we will end up with a learning video, and you can also see it on YouTube and Facebook, how you can do the wind intelligence, how you can use it. So here it will go. Thank you for watching. We'll be back midnight European time, so later tonight with Empower. Cheers, everybody. Placing themselves at the committee boat at the moment. The wind is coming straight at them. It's coming a little bit from left towards right, but it looks like we're going to have a wind shift up there. Hi, Thomas from Esailing TV. Today we're going to learn something about wind intelligence, how to read the wind, how to use it. If you don't know much about sailing and capturing wind, go to the sailing school and learn the basics. Here you can see if you get the wind into your side, you can sail the boat. If you're going straight up to it, you will lose it. But again, how you capture the wind also decides are you sailing a long or short distance. We have something called the best VMG. Best VMG means best progress towards a mark, a top mark in a certain angle. And you can see here my windsock is turning green, so I have the best possible angle, but it doesn't mean that I'm sailing the fastest. The same thing I'm going to do downwind. He's going to the left-hand side, the rest of the fleet going to the right-hand side. This is interesting because see those windsocks. The left windsock going from left towards right, the right windsock going right towards left, and the same thing the middle sock are doing. So where will the wind shift be? It's actually a bet right now. They're betting which way to go. So let's try to analyze a little bit on Baumhaus from Germany, see how he's getting the wind over the side. He's trying to read the radar and estimate the wind doesn't want to shift, maybe giving him an advantage so he's still keeping the wind over the side. That's good news for him, see how he's doing. So Guro, he's in second, Noam in first, but we have to watch Baumhaus on the left hand side. He's coming with speed, and see, according to server, he's in second now. He went to the left hand side, and the windsocks, they haven't actually not changed at the moment. Only the middle sock going a little bit left forward towards right. So see Baumhaus, he's going for position 4 to position 1 because of strategic thinking. When you're racing a race, example here in the starboat, you really need to look at your windsocks. Right now we are in 2D mode. Here you can see your windsock in real time, where the radar in the top left corner, that's an estimate. You can see the difference from 3D view. Here you can see you can't actually calculate or see where your windsocks are going. what we're watching is where the windsock or the wind are blowing. Is it going over the side or over the nose? Right now it looks like it's going over the nose. So when we're tacking to opposite sides, see here, it's going more over the side. This means actually I'm sailing a shorter distance than when the wind is going over the nose like this. So activating your best VMG is not always meaning that you're sailing the fastest or you're sailing the shortest distance. So it's all about how you're tacking. See, at the moment I'm tacking over, I'm getting the wind over the nose, so I'm sailing a longer distance. Tacking back, I'm sailing a shorter distance.
Here, and I can turn. I think I can get, if I can get in front of everybody, which is looking good at the moment, because I'm looking at the windsock. See, the windsock at the moment is good for me, and shortly the wind's going to move back from the right to the left. So just keeping an eye on that. At the moment I've got a nice lead, and I want to keep that. So I'm keeping an eye on those windsocks up in that top left-hand corner. If they, at the moment, yeah, I've got everything covered, but if they start to come back, which I think they are going to start coming back, I have to just keep an eye on them at the moment, Thomas.
But
because
how to read these windsocks? That's one of the questions I sometimes get in the chat. Why are they so damn important, and how to read them and take notice of them?
Yeah, well, they're so important because they're showing the direction of the wind, and these boats, you know, the direction of the wind, it makes a huge difference. Now, I've turned, see, at the moment there's so much variety and guesswork a little bit about what's going to happen with this wind, and just looking at, I don't want to get caught out here because these boats, come on wind, I want it to come back from the left to the right, and that windsock is not doing it. I'm a bit worried that I'm going to be caught out with these boats at the bottom. All that windsock might be coming back a little bit. It might be going to come to my favor. The middle one at the moment is staying stubbornly slightly right to left, which means that on the tack I'm on, it's not as favorable as the tack for the boats at the bottom. But I'm thinking at the moment that I've been lucky enough that I've been going to be able to tack, and I am going to be able to be tack at the bottom here and be in the front.
Yeah, the other
So
one's coming
what it's
with
all been about,
faster than you. So
yeah, he's coming in fast, but I'm in front of him, and he's going to have my wind shadow now, and I've been able to turn. So this was all about, you know, your angle to the wind. If you can have the best angle to the wind, and sometimes the wind's blowing more from the left to the right or the right to the left, and you want to be able to be picking it so that you've got, as the wind shifts, you're moving with the wind shifts. When it's moving from the left to the right or the right to the left, you want to be turning so that you're making the best advantage of whatever wind you're with now.
hi, you're watching Esailing TV. Hope you like what we're doing. If you want to see more, please follow us on the social medias. Go on Facebook, write Esailing TV. Then you come into our fan page. If you follow us, subscribe or like us, then you can see our live shows and get a notification of it. But there's an 8 seconds delay on Facebook. You can also see when we're doing highlights. We'll pop them up there, and small news with pictures. You can like, share with your friends what we're doing, share your interest. Hope you will join in. But if you're more the video type, then go to YouTube. Esailing TV channel here has a live feed also. There's a 6 seconds delay, but it's fantastic on YouTube. All our videos are saved forever, so you can see what we've been doing the last year, also the highlights. Example, here's Norman and I having fun with the chat, getting questions from the chat, and it was so fun. But if you want to see the live shows straight away without any delays, then go into Gamers Universe, Twitch TV, write Esailing TV. There's a 2 seconds delay. So in here, it's if you want to see the shows live. All live shows will be deleted after 14 days. But you can do your own highlights, clip it out, and it will be saved forever. And then some of you said, hey, Twitter. Yeah, we are on Twitter. Go on Twitter, write Esailing TV. We're also doing live shows on Twitter. But again, there's an 8 seconds delay on the live shows. But you can see some tweets when we're out traveling. You can get direct notifications when we're doing activities. In here we are doing a lot of pop-up news, but we are having a lot of fun. You can share and like what we're doing. And of course Instagram is also there. But Instagram we are not doing any live shows on. We're only doing pop-up news. So here you can see what we're doing of crazy things, and trust me, we'll be better to do a lot of more crazy things in here. Example, we met L1's nail shop in Liverpool, or the highlights show from the World Championship. We also informed about it here. Hope you're enjoying what we're doing in Esailing TV. See you on the servers.